This is a Goldspot exclusive collaboration with Leonardo pens called Caretta. It is a Leonardo Momento Zero as opposed to the Grande, which is the first model I've ever encountered. As you could see, the Grande is a bit bigger. The Momento Zero is smaller. Also, the Grande is piston, and the regular Momento Zero is converter, using a converter. So I have inked this, and this is a medium. I believe the nib is steel. It is marked Leonardo, Italy. So let me just show you. I have filled this with Iroshizuku, Pilot's Iroshizuku Kujaku or Peacock, which I found is pretty much the same as the Sailor Manyo Yomogi, which is basically aqua, greenish blue. I'll show you in a writing sample later. So I'll put the specs down below, but I believe this is the third of such a collaboration between them. You can see there it's with a little turtle. It is inspired by a sea turtle called Caretta, Caretta, and the engraving is here. And the material, as you can see there, consists of a layer of blue and green, which was then turned and polished, creating this a reminiscence of the cellulite, the ARCO-cellulite of yesteryears that is so highly desirable. So I really like that. I really like this sort of changing between dark blue to green, and the irregularity of it all. So the usual clip with the roller. That roller is quite deceitful because it doesn't actually make things easier to slide in and out. The easiest, I will talk about it in a different video, but from my observation, the easiest to slide in and out tend to be like this, which Sailor and Pelican is very good at doing. We'll talk about that separately. So yeah, this is it's packed like so, with the little tag there like this, and here it is a little bit firm, and it's almost like there's this too sharp, I don't know, loop here, and I don't know how good it is for this pen to go in and out of this because this feels quite sharp. It's quite hard, so I will probably not store this here. I usually store my pens in their boxes, but in this case I probably won't. It came like so in a plastic bag with the converter and this booklet here, the standard booklet on the inside, additional booklet slipped like so, and it says the turtle Caretta, also called Caretta, is the most common sea turtle in the Mediterranean Sea. The species is widespread in many seas around the world, but is highly threatened throughout the Mediterranean basin and is now close to extinction in Italy. It's really, really sad because I think they're also known as a loggerhead turtle. If you Google them, I'll try to grab some links and post them down below in the description section. If you Google them, I mean, these guys are just chilling, you know, they're floating around at the sea, minding their own business. They're not a threat to anybody, and it does make me wonder when I see creatures in the world that is peaceful generally and is completely annihilated. It does make me think about the nature of life and the human condition, and I'm thinking as the most powerful species on this planet, the world's condition is essentially the human condition. So anyway, that's a completely different topic for another day, but I feel very strongly about it, and this is the third of such a collaboration. As I was saying, the first and the second, I believe, being Bougainvillea. This is very purple pink one, and another one is called, it's very blue, I think. I can't remember. It was definitely before my time, several years before I started fountain pen, my fountain pen explorations about 2-3 years ago. I definitely will not be seeking to acquire those. I don't really like the way they look, but I really, really like the way this look. And I'm not a completist at all. Just because I have one of Goldspot's collaboration with Leonardo doesn't mean that I'm going to start collecting theirs every year, because you got to draw the line somewhere. And this came like so, in a box like this. And then it came again sleeved with this sleeve here, which is just beautiful. I thought the sleeve is very, very lovely. Very, very nicely done. And you have Goldspot there, exclusive for Leonardo Officina. More than 45 years of experience from father to son, and the story goes on. Every time I see this type of pen like Leonardo and Monte Grappa, I always think about Olmas and how they could have stayed on if their grandchildren or whoever it was who decided to sell to LVMH in 2000 were to have perhaps a longer vision about where the world is going with analog writing instruments. So I've done a bit of doodling here. Let me just give you a closer look. And this is a medium, as I've mentioned, and it's smooth, nothing to complain about. I believe they've recently moved from the nib used to be supplied by Bock, and now it's by Jovo, just around about the time when Jovo, which is last year in 2021, or was it 2020, where all of their nibs were cracked. Everything. I am still finding cracked nibs. I have 30 so far, so my faith in Jovo has completely been shaken, but I trust that Leonardo knows what they're doing. So here it is: A, B, C, D, E, F, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, X, Y, and Z. So I'll try. I mean, it's not flex nibs, so there's no line variation. And the way I write is just, I don't know, one day maybe I'll utilize one of those. I have italics and stubs, and I think they're completely wasted on me still, but one day maybe I'll be worthy of those nibs. So it's pretty wet. It's very, very smooth. I have nothing to upside down. Not scratchy at all, but very, very thin. There you go. Oh. Yeah. Momento Zero, Goldspot edition, collaboration with Leonardo, Caretta, in honor of the now close to extinction Caretta sea turtle in Italy. But I believe, hopefully, they're still protected anywhere else in the world. Talk to you later. Bye.